Well, talk to these niggas, little Kodak. Shit. God got something for me. What you say?
Yeah, I like that.
What's up, Phil? What's up, Thanos? Kyle, I see you. Tom, what's up?
Hey,
Yo,
y'all can
yo,
hear
yo.
you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you in a cave
I do.
a
Shit.
little bit. You good though?
Oh my
Coming through clear, but you sound like you.
God.
What are we doing?
So
What you
you,
mean?
bro.
What you mean? What you doing? You the point
All
guard.
right, let's go. Let's go. Is We Poddin, episode 8. We're here.
Big global. Global now,
Yep.
y'all.
We're a global pod.
Overseas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many of y'all podcasts got real overseas action. What?
Oh, we got overseas listeners.
Yeah.
Got overseas hosts too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
of course.
Richie, you got a nasty echo.
Okay, I got you. Hold up. Hold up.
So today we got a few topics for brothers. Let's see who's here. All right, all right. So we're gonna start off with the verses that happened. Uh, it was yesterday, right? Or was it?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was
All
last
right,
week.
I watched a part of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I was pretty entertained. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Did you watch it?
Hell yeah. I don't know
Actually,
about Lucci. I wish Unc was in here. I know Unc watched it last night. I know Lucci watched it. But nigga, I was so locked into that shit. That shit was fire. That shit was fire, bro. That shit
I
was
know
fire
somebody
to
here
me.
said it looked a little bootleg, so
Yeah, that was me. I'll take credit for that
I
one.
know. Yep.
Yeah, I
And
take
look,
credit for that.
I can respect that. I can respect that. I see what you say. I see what you're saying when you say that,
Compared to
right?
some of the
And I
other
didn't.
ones, the
Yeah, compared
stage
to some of
was
the other productions, right?
it was
Yeah,
a caffeine
It
stage.
was
right.
it appeared like they put that together last minute. I respect both of those groups. Never was a huge UGK fan, but I definitely was a fan of
They're
A
dope.
growing up. But it just looked off. Like every time I tuned in, it was like the front row was a lot of really big girls who looked like they just been eating a lot.
get
Oh,
the hell
come
out of here.
on, man.
Man,
Elbows,
come on, man.
jiggly elbows, a lot of cottage
Nah, come
cheese on
on,
the
man.
thighs and legs.
I will
Just
say
But
enjoy
it
the
was an
music,
older.
bro.
but
Nah. He right
but
though.
they
It was an older
but
crowd because I saw some screen
yeah,
shots of the crowd was like old
right.
niggas, gray
But
beard.
what I did respect about it though, I will say this was I felt like even though it was a small crowd, it was they were diehard fans, like because they all knew lyrics to every song. So you can't say that I don't think for every single verses that goes down on verses are casual fans, people that just want to be entertained, be a part of something. But those are diehard A Ball and MJG and UGK fans. So
Bro,
I do respect that part.
if that battle would have happened in 2020, my nigga, that shit would have went through the fucking roof. And I'm kind of mad at Atlanta for them having it in Atlanta in the first fucking place. Because the battle should not have been in Atlanta. The battle should have been in Houston, fucking Texas. That's where that battle should have taken place at. I ain't got
Great.
no issues with Atlanta. Atlanta is a great city. I've always had a great time every time I go there. But that battle wasn't for y'all. Like, respectfully. That battle wasn't for y'all. That battle was for fucking Texas and the surrounding areas in that area, bro. Like, that was for them. And I'm at home going fucking nuts, berserk. Like I'm acting I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm at home going crazy. I'm like, nah, these damn blackhead. Y'all not hear it. And look. Last bar. MJG might be one of the coldest on the mic, dog. Last night, his performance was incredible.
He was rapping. He was rapping, fam.
He was
That's
rapping last night.
Yes, indeed. He had way more performance than A Ball. I mean, A Ball can't perform anyway. Fucking bum
Yeah,
kind of.
that's the dynamic of the group.
Yeah,
That's the
fair enough.
dynamic of the group. But I
Mm-hmm.
love that MJG stepped up to the plate and was like, "Look, we finna show y'all niggas down here can really rap. Like, nah, we put them words together too. We got the flows too. Like, that shit was hard, bro.
So so it
I
was a
wouldn't be mad at it.
2-on-1.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that because
I mean,
Bun played a lot
it
of
was
records that
that.
Pimp had the first verse on and didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? Just let Pimp rap.
Okay,
Pimp was
okay.
there, man. Like, even if he wasn't there, like to me, he still was there because the record kind of still hit the same. Like to me, because I think I was more of just hearing the music than actually watching them perform and shit. I was more into, just listening to the songs that they was gonna play, and I was entertained the whole night, bro.
Whole night, bro. And I love
Whole
how they were
fucking
showing each other love. They were showing each other love the whole night. It wasn't no, I mean, like it was a battle, of course, but
night.
they showed each other love throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Ball and G shit is Texas based. A lot
Yeah,
of production,
yeah,
a lot of, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that production was heavily influenced by the Texas sound at the time. So it just fit, you know what I'm saying, for them two to battle each other. I'm kind of like I said, it's just gripe, just a hip hop nerd fan gripe of me and being a down south representative. And I wish that battle would have happened in Houston. It probably would have got received way better than it was on the visual end. And
Was
also,
this the type of verses where you would keep the score and see who's winning and losing?
see, I was like that. I was like that. It was I was in the Instagram chat and I was keeping score. And it was a couple other people that was keeping score with me, like on the same tip. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? This shit was I was keeping score initially, and then after a while, he's just like, nah, bro, I'm gonna just stop keeping score because I'm enjoying this too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. What about you? What about you, Lucy?
yeah. At first I was, but then I was just like, nah. I was just started enjoying the music, man. That shit was, it brought back a lot of memories, and
fact,
I think it brought about a lot of childhood memories and just shit that growing up in the hood, I get a lot of shit that I haven't thought about in a long time, bro. Just from the beginning of some of those songs, it just made me feel like, God damn. It kind of made me feel a little old too.
it did make me feel kind of old because I saw Tila and
Yeah,
Tila and Jazzy Faye walk on the stage, and I'm like, damn, this song
yeah,
still gold. This song still
yeah,
gold.
bro.
20 plus years later, damn near, like this song still hit.
Bro,
Like,
that's what I want to say. Hold up, bro. I gotta do it for this. Man, when that song hit Phil, I was like, what the fuck? Said I forgot about it, bro. I'm like, oh man. That shit, that was crazy. That showed up.
mm-hmm.
Oh man. Which one round I wanted to see, Phil, I wanted to see the armed robbery go against the murder. That song "Murder" that UGK
And see,
had.
yeah, yeah,
I
see,
wanted to see.
and
I
they
think
and
that
it's they
was
different
they just
songs,
missed each other, bro.
right?
They just missed each other. It's like one round
They
apart
just
or some
missed
shit
each other,
like that.
right?
I said,
Right. But yeah,
God damn. But you know what
yeah,
I
they
thought?
played the
Did you
man.
peep this out, Phil? Like at the beginning, they was doing a lot of talking before the songs. But then it got to the point when they got to like round 8, 9, and 10, the DJs was coming like back to back, like these, like it's like kind of
Yeah,
like
the
the
DJ,
DJs was battling. I
the
said,
DJs
yeah,
knew
yeah,
the.
that was
That was
crazy.
dope that the DJs knew the material as you know what I'm saying. They was like, nah, we finna play this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they was
Like, nah,
going
this the
back to
record.
back to
It was
back,
it
bro.
was very strategic because look, I'm typing in the check. Oh, that was a haymaker. Then
Hmm.
Bun busts out the fucking murder verse. I'm like, oh Lord, Nah, he did. He
Yeah,
didn't hit him over the head with the haymaker. Then they come back with the armed robbery. I'm like, oh man. And look, he conceded that round, and I'm like, damn, Boom, why you concede the round? Then the next round he played fucking what the fuck is that? Did he do Big Pimpin'? I don't think he did Big.
yeah, he big pimp. The wrong for me, bro.
He bust that out real early. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
that was
god.
early. He did Big Pimpin' early. That was kind of early. He was doing Big Pimpin' and murder and all that shit early. I think the round that kind of made me think about like more about my childhoods with that was the Master P, the Pull a Kick Dough song, man, when Pimp C came on there, man. Like I was like, what the fuck? I haven't heard that in so long, bro. And that song
Right.
was big down here, man, when it's kind of how I got on to UGK, through Master P. Master P had him on a couple of tracks and shit. That Kick Those song, that was something that was big when we was a kid, man. And and I don't know if you noticed this, Phil. Bum didn't give Master P any shout out, even though that song is on Master P. It's on Master P's CD. He didn't shout out Master P. Said Silk the Shocker. Did you hear that?
No, I ain't peeped that, brother.
Yeah,
Damn,
didn't
that's
peep that. That was crazy. I was like, he was kind of like, he was hesitating. He was like, yeah, Silk the Shocker, man. He said some shit like that. I was like, well, what the fuck?
Gucci,
that's a whole P
do they
record.
have?
Yeah, and that's Master P. So I figured them niggas got some shit going on behind the scenes, for him not to
Okay,
shout that out
okay.
because
Thanos, did you watch the verses?
He said he was
that's
in and
a
out.
beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in and out, man. I tuned in just out of curiosity. My stepbrother, well, he's not my stepbrother anymore because our parents divorced, but I used to have a stepbrother that was from
I don't know
Memphis.
why that's funny.
Yeah, he was from Memphis, but he turned me on to A-Ball and MJG when I was like probably 10 or 11 years old. He had this is back in the cassette tape days. He had an In Vogue tape, but it was A-Ball and MJG coming out hard. Like that album was dubbed on
Yeah.
In
that tape.
vogue. In
And
vogue. What?
yeah, you remember back in the day when you dubbed over
Yeah.
tapes, man. You remember that.
Oh no.
You recorded over.
He dubbed over the In Vogue
Yeah, he
and
dubbed over the
coming
In
out
Vogue.
hard.
It was
Okay,
yeah,
that's
it was
hard.
A-Ball and
Okay.
MJG coming out hard.
All right, that's hard.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that coming
listening to
out hard.
that.
Hey, I
Yeah,
played
when I'm
that
like 10 or
today, my
11.
nigga. I played
Really?
that album
Okay.
today.
Classic. Yeah, classic. But I just tuned out real quick. Like I said, I respect them brothers, man. I didn't want to stay on too long because I just would have clowned it the whole time because I'm just like in my mind I'm comparing it to the other verses, like the Jadas and the Dipsets
The
and
budget was smaller.
the Soldier Boys and all that, and it was way smaller venue. And it just really seemed
We
like the crowd, like I don't know, man, like they just didn't. It wasn't like as hype, but
Damn,
again,
that's why I said that should have been in Houston, bro. The crowd would have loved, nigga. The crowd would have erupted off the first. But now, when they said, "Oh, motherfucker," the whole crowd would have went crazy, bro. Because that's that
yeah, it
nine
was,
millimeter. That's the first record off the coming out hard tape. I was
yeah,
like,
it
"Oh,
was,
y'all."
yeah, that was cool. I watched that part. Not like I said, I was in and out, so I can't give it a Robbie. But from what I seen when I was flipping back onto it, I was like, these brothers just really picking up a check. You know what I'm saying? It's not 110% performance on either end. So I just was kind of turned off by that. But like I said, respecting them. I do think with the verses, I do think everybody needs the same rollout, in my opinion. I think they should just do verses just to say, we got these artists and these artists. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone should get the same promo, the same amount of respect. And I think that would help a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
just my
to
you
your
opinion.
know
point.
we
To your
like
point, Thanos.
talking about. Yep. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, go. I'm bad. My bad. I was gonna say to your point, Thanos. I agree with you on that part of it. Like, let's say they would have rolled it out a couple of weeks ago, right? And said
Mm-hmm.
Memorial Day weekend, we got 8 Ball, MJG versus UGK.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, and let them have time to promo, go on
Right.
shows, you know what I'm saying, different hip hop podcasts, whatever
Yeah.
like that, and promo it a little bit. It probably would have got a bigger number crowd on Instagram or whatever like that, or more people would
Right.
reach. You know how this shit goes. As
Right.
soon as it get announced, then people gonna reach out. But then if you give them a
Right.
window, Now it's a time frame where you can really get heads together. Y'all can come up with a game plan, quote unquote, just like they did
Yeah,
earlier.
right. Because there's a few of those verses that they've done went just came and went. You know what I mean? Pause if necessary. Like the SWV one of the biggest R&B groups from the '90s. Bro, I didn't even know they was doing a verses. Like I heard it mentioned a couple times, and then it was over. You know what I'm saying? I think Music Soul Child had a verses that came and went, and like nobody really, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get the proper rollout. There's been a few artists I feel like they've done like that, and I just feel like people that have been in the game long enough, Marabi, to do a versus, if you got 15, 20 years plus of a catalog, you should get the proper, promotion and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
we
feel
can
you.
all know that it's there and we can all check it out. So this was
And
news to me last night. Go ahead.
also with that people get to go back on your catalog, and you know what I'm saying, it's so much that goes into it, right? You announce it early,
Right.
now people go back and be like, damn, I, like Lucci said, damn, I forgot about this record, damn, I ain't heard this record in so long. Now you're getting reintroduced to the music that was there. So now when you come into, now you're going into the battle like, man, I hope they play this. I hope they play
Right.
this. I hope they
Right.
play that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it goes, all that goes into it. All that go like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what would be your playlist or whatever like that. Like you can do
Mm-hmm.
so much with it if you give
Mm-hmm.
enough, if you give the people enough window of time to really like dig into it, because this battle could have been really epic, bro. Like really,
Yeah.
really epic. I really feel like they did it a disservice. To be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. But shout out to them brothers, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. Them brothers put on a great performance. Like Lucha said, I was thoroughly entertained the whole time. I didn't have no complaints about what happened on stage, all that, everything. Solid to me. I mean, I know Thanos said it was a little ghetto, and I agree with that. It was a little.
It wasn't 360 ball
It's
thugs, bro.
You
it's
know, like
It wasn't 360 ball thugs, bro.
if the some of the
It was that.
verses like Locks and Dipset, they're in the
Yeah,
Marvel universe. We like to talk about this. This was in the Sony universe. This was with the
Mm,
Venom. Like it was in that bag.
okay.
360
Okay.
ball was fucking crazy too. I think they probably
Smaller
fucked up the
budget,
verse.
all that.
Kind of fucked the verses up for everybody, to be honest. Like, I don't think nobody really want to tune in since that bullshit that happened. They almost had like 100,000 people last night just on verses. Oh, and that's without the promo. So I mean, they could have promoted it a little better. They could have did a little better numbers.
they could have had they could have did easily did 500,000 if they would have just promoted. If they would have just did a little bit of promo, like, nah, we got Ball and G versus UGK, like,
Right. Right. Right.
nah,
Right. Because I think somebody
Yeah,
had mentioned it in here. I think it was, but I didn't see like no flyers or nothing. And then like he added everybody last night in the server. For the listeners out there, we are in Discord, which is a gaming app, right?
hmm
That's where we're recording that. But yeah, he added everybody in the server. I'm like, damn, I forgot all about that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other ones like the Soldiers and the Bow Wows and the Nellies and the Ludacris, like I knew about those like a month ahead of time. Everybody talking about it, leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I gotta be there, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever it is. Keisha Cole and Ashanti. You know what I'm
like,
saying? I'm there.
gotta be
You know what I
locked
mean?
in. Look,
Do you
Yeah.
consider those
Monica
brothers
Brandy, I'm
Monica
locked
and
in,
Brandy.
Thanos.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you, do
Right.
you consider those brothers as more mainstream than those guys that you just named?
I mean,
You think
I
those
they
are the
have?
mean,
two biggest groups in the South. Like, those are legends, living
I
legends.
I understand where Lucci going, but like, man, it's Tempo and Swiss doing it, bro. They got the deal with Triller, which
Mhm.
they do a lot of MMA, boxing, big events. Like, nah, they give them brothers a little budget, man. Break off a little chunk of change.
Yeah,
Give
they
them
didn't
brothers
do it.
proper promotion. Give them some good microphones. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, I shout out to them, man. So shout out to them.
Shut up.
Good
Thank you.
show,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Now, do brothers got anything else to say about this, or can we move on?
We Yeah, we can move on, brother. That's it.
All right. Let's
Boom,
do.
boom, boom ain't here, and Unc ain't here to get their takes. I'm pretty sure they watched it, but they gonna come later and let that shit's on them. You gotta show up to work.
All right. Let's do This is a Lucci topic. We could do this. Talk about the most influential artists in your life. I guess whoever wants to take off with this. I was thinking
Artists,
about it from
are
my.
we limiting this to? Are we limiting this to? I'm sorry, Mara. Are we limiting this to hip hop, or are we just talking about like all genres of music?
Good question, Lucci. Brother Lucci. Okay. I guess it's up to interpretation. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mara. No, you
No,
finna
I
go.
was for me. I guess it would be like maybe Nas or Kendrick. Uh,
In your life,
yeah, yeah,
someone who speaks to you in your experiences.
yeah. Pretty much. I don't know. Like that's about it.
All right.
I mean, I fuck with a lot more artists, but that's about it.
Them the two that you can be like, nah,
I
if
can
you was
always turn it on.
yeah,
Always.
I was turn it on and always, have something to like. I feel you.
Especially Nas, and it's very relatable music if you listen to the content. When I finally understood the content, you know.
This question to me is so like I don't even say multi-layered, but I've been exposed to so much music in my lifetime where I could grab from every damn near era and pick somebody and be
You see,
like,
it's hard to pick like just one.
just one, right? It's hard to pick just one person because music is the universal language. So it's tough to just be like, well, I can't pick that bro. No. Like just off the top of my head, like let's see, I got fucking uh Rick James,
Ooh, okay.
the Temptations, the OJs, the Dramatics, the Stylistics, uh, Cameo,
Vanilla. Okay.
Jodeci, so
Mm-hmm.
uh, who else? Who else was Belle Biv DeVoe, uh, Michael Jackson, Usher, Chris Brown, uh, shit, fucking, off the top of my head, just artists, but with heavy. I mean, I named a lot of R&B groups, but I like that's where my music palette that was his foundation was, you know what I'm saying, that type of music like R&B and
So that
rap is
rap
rap.
comes second to you. It's just not as important.
Yeah, yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not that. It's hard, bro. Like I can't just lock it down and be like this artist right here just shaped my whole foundation of music. When I've had a foundation of music since the beginning, like I played people's arrangements of said songs, so it's like this shit is different. Like I don't know, it's tough. It's tough to just be like this person influenced me the most, or this person has the speaks to be it's so heavily like that. Like there's a lot of people like that. I find people like that all the time. That's why I be having my sleepers. So it'd be like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I be finding shit that be like, oh, I like that. I like that. I like what he's speaking about. Or you know what I'm saying? Some English shit. So I don't know. That's a tough question for me personally to answer. Anybody, I mean, other people maybe can lock it down to one or two people like you did, but I can't. I can't do that. Just from my personal experience. It's so many people.
I mean, I had to uh, eliminate a lot. Like I really thought about this, but I just went to what I listened to the most, and
But see, that's why I wanted the designation of like how are we categorizing this? Like, are we putting this in a specific genre of music, or we're saying music in general? Lucci's not here to.
the Lucci, yeah, we gotta wait for him. But Thanos, I know you're muted up. Knife, you wanna unmute?
I got it. I got my
Oh,
joint.
okay, Cal, let's go.
Was good. Number one was good. Mine's. I'm kind of fell into that same path as Phil, and on top of that, like I grew up in the church too, so like I got like the Fred Hammonds in there as well, like people like
Right.
that.
The Clark
So
sister, like I just so many
yeah,
people.
it's a lot, but I will just to make it definitive, I'll say the person who influenced me the most off of the least amount of work is Absol. Um, that man off of one album alone, that Control System album, like when I heard it, um, 'cause I was like, what, 2012? So I was like college. Yeah, it was around that time. And I'm listening to this man, like how he's putting words together and how he's like manipulating schemes and like he's like doing triple entendres every now and again just to see if you're still paying attention. At the time, you can punch on it now because time has shown us the truth. But I was like, this nigga might be better than Kendrick. And at the time,
Oh
Kendrick's like,
yeah, I
he's the
remember
only
that
nigga on
era.
earth better than me. Yeah,
I
even
remember
Kendrick was
that
like, he's the
era.
only nigga better than me. And I'm like,
Wanna
oh
share
my
my
God,
life?
Kendrick said it too? Like,
He
but
that cold
nah.
now? Never heard.
Yeah, but that didn't
Yes,
play
because that
out.
was that album, Lucci. I'm telling you, listen to this out. Listen to Control System, Lucci.
No,
Get your
Wanna
System
share
is
my
one of
nominations.
the
life?
best
Wanna share
albums
my
of that
Yeah,
era.
life?
one of my favorite hip hop albums ever. Like ever.
That,
When I think of
that,
favorite hip
that
hop
album
albums, I
is.
think like you said what?
I said that album is dope. That album is dope.
It's
Yeah,
really
like
dope.
yeah. So that's that, and then just to be fair to the women's, you know what I'm saying? Sade,
Oh,
Sade is up there for me.
Of
Like
course.
that's the woman,
Sade,
bro. I had
Sade Bay, Sade Bay for real. Like
Yeah, my dad didn't even give me a chance, Phil. I was a jit. And I remember hearing Sweetest Taboo when he dropped me off to elementary school. Like, I didn't get a chance to decide if I liked her or not. Like, nah, she's been getting that, bro.
yeah, you didn't get a chance. No, you're listening to this. No, this is me
Yeah,
introducing you. That's what I'm saying.
like,
That's how my childhood was. It's like, nah, nigga, you get introduced to this music. Like you might be listening to your hip hop in your room because we bought you because my dad was a real music guy. So like when I said I wanted some
mhm.
speakers in my room, he was like, oh, cool. Yeah, let's get some speakers for you. So I'll play my music and then he'll be like that, huh? You like that? Yeah. Yeah, you like that, huh? Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. And then he'll play some shit. I'm like, oh, this shit cold. And you're like, I know. This is what I was listening to when I was your age. Like this right here, cold blooded. I'm like, oh Lord. Well, I don't really have a choice about the
Yeah,
matter. Cause,
yeah,
'cause guess what, Daddy? My shit ain't louder than yours. You got the whole living room set up. I can't even do
That's a
nothing.
fact.
Got the whole living room quake. I got the living room quaking, playing the stylistics.
your pop's just listening to you, watching you listen to Jay-Z and that. Like, it's not enough. It's
Right. I'm
not
listening to
enough.
Jay-Z
Like,
and Ludacris. Like, oh, you like that, huh? That ain't it. That ain't go. That ain't. That's not gonna work. That's not go. That dog ain't gonna cut, player. Watch
yeah,
this. Bet you by golly. Oh man. Okay. All right. That's what I did. Oh man, you killing them, Dad. Oh,
like this what we doing? All right,
Now,
pops.
Cap, you ain't Phil from the South. Do y'all think we grew up around more blues and jazz than like the majority of the United States?
Absolutely.
yes,
Absolutely. We
yeah.
don't like again, like we didn't have a chance, Lucci, because it's like if you look at the history of the music and then look at the artists that our hip hop artists are sampling, like Brothers was really like taking those bluesy like chord progressions and everywhere. Like blues
And,
came from the
and,
church
and
and
then
we're in the church. Like,
Ray Charles really changed
yeah.
the game because he took the gospel chords that were used for gospel music and took them chords and made it
Hmm.
into quote unquote secular worldly music. People who don't know what secular means, worldly music for everybody that can hear. And he
Right.
when he took the gospel chords that were just strictly gospel chords because they weren't used, them chords weren't used nowhere else in music. And he
Hmm.
took the chords and flipped them.
It
Now
broke
you
the
make it.
game.
He broke the game, bro. Like he broke the game, literally. Cal, that nigga broke the
Yeah,
game. Like, cause
I
when he took the
remember.
gospel chords and now he flipped them. Now niggas saying you can't do that, and it's like, what you mean? It's music. It's notes on a page. This nigga blind,
Right.
so it's all he hearing, all he can hear are the music notes. That's what he's hearing.
Hmm.
He's hearing music notes. He's like, damn, I like how that went. If I can flip that,
Hmm.
I got
Yeah.
something. And he got something. And like, man, I don't know, bro. This and blues in itself is a southern type of genre.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Blues country. All that music is inherently southern.
Oh, excuse
So you're exposed to that willingly or unwillingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My grandmother had a
me.
store, bro. So, she
Mm.
always used to have gatherings and shit or whatever. Old men to come over there, drink their little wine, and I mean, sit at a bar while she serving them their wine and shit. So
Call it call that a hit house.
yeah, I was accustomed to hear that. I mean, it was a little hood store. Go there, chips, candy, cold drinks, whatever. You know what I mean, Phil. So you go there and get that, but at the same time, it's like a store. Um, my grandmother, she kind of, it wasn't a gambling shack, but she used her house to play pity pat a lot, and like that, you know what pity pat is, I feel.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that like playing cards in the hood, that was like they had a card club, but the majority of the card games was hosted at my grandmother's store, like at her store. So I heard those blues and like I heard that shit all the time.
All
So
that shit. Bobby Blue Bland. Uh,
Mm.
so many other
Johnny
brothers. I
Cash,
can't even. Johnny Cash. Like, man, so many.
yeah.
Shit. I'm blanking on names, but bruh,
Wasn't
like,
wasn't Johnny Cash the I fell into the burning ring of fire? Dun, dun, dun. Who was that? Who the heck was that? Hold on, hold on. My grandma used
I
to
have to look at
OD
them.
with
That's so crazy, bro, that you said that because my dad used to take
Home blues, home
my dad
blues.
used to take me to a what we call what you talking about, like it wasn't a gambling shack, but it was
BBT.
it's a hit house. You know what I'm saying? Like you go in there, you can get your little
me.
liquor, play cards, play
Mhm.
dominoes or whatever like that. But it's a hood spot. It ain't open to everybody. So you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know who know in there. Like I used to go in there with my pops when I was little, man, and you know what I'm saying. Folks would take care of me, look out for me, and all that shit. But they in there smoking and drinking and doing all types of
Would it be like
ungodly
Harlem Nights?
things, ungodly things, sinly things in there. But I'm Phil. Like I'm Lil
Would
Phil,
it be
basically
like
in there.
Harlem Nights here? Like when Eddie Murphy was a kid when he killed your boy? Tell him to get
Yeah,
that little
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, that was me. That was me, dog. I swear. Oh, I swear that was me. On my pop, on my pops, young. That was me. I'm really the little kid in the spot, like for real, bro. Like I'm helping God rest her soul, Miss Hazel pass out liquor shots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
shit.
yeah,
Now I
like
got a question. I got a question.
real hit house shit, bro.
Uh,
Mhm.
I used to grow up like that as well. When you were kids, did any of you accidentally take a shot thinking it was water?
Nah,
I drank
Mm.
wine as a kid. My
I
grandma's
definitely I
my
definitely did
mom.
wine or wine coolers.
See, one
Yeah,
night I was thirsty as hell, thinking I was gonna get some water. I got some nasty ass vodka, man. Oh,
yeah, that shit'll punch you in the chest. My aunts, pretty much everybody on my mom's side of the family drinks. Um, so like my aunt, I got one that's in Houston. She crazy as hell. My other aunt who's in where's she at? I think she's still on the south side of Chicago. They'll get together and go crazy badly,
Oh,
like open up
Like
four
you shot,
bottles. Like
you
what?
shot. Yeah, yeah, Cal, you show up shot. Like this what y'all finna do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn. Me and my girl and I went up there for one Christmas, and we were like, we thought we were gonna be whatever. We were like, hey, we were finna make a liquor run. Y'all want something? Phil, they gave us a list. We spent like $200 something, dog. and that liquor was gone same night. That's how they.
Right. That's
That's
how
how
they
they
work.
go.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm already knowing. I've been in spots. I've been in a situation where you know what I'm saying. Like yeah, like it's just one of those things where if you're the young pup in that situation, all you can do is adapt and understand that this is how your family rolls, and it's gonna be basically a precursor to your life. That you see your people around each other having a good time, like that. How I see my people, it's like okay, cool.
Bro, do y'all think that like those family gatherings and shit, like that shit has been less like now since we
Oh
got
yeah,
older? It's not the same like when we was kids. Like it seemed like to me it just seemed like my family was closer when we was kids because I knew all my cousins and shit like that. But now
you're
I can say like
one
my
depending
kids
on time.
doesn't yeah like my kids don't know my their cousins and shit or whatever because it's not that that tight grip like what we was when we was kids like everybody going by grandmother house and all that shit. Is it like that with y'all now?
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
yeah,
and
kind of. But I think it's because everybody kind of started moving away. Like jobs take people different
yeah.
places. Like I think that's what it
Uh,
is. I don't think it's like an
uh,
animosity. Like we don't fuck with each other. It's like
it's more so it's a distance and zoning thing basically. Like what Cal's saying, like people move off, go other places. They're settling to another spot, so they're having to have a whole nother network outside of family that's all the way over here, where your family is concentrated, or maybe
hmm
concentrated at.
COVID too.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
COVID
when
stopped
we
a
was
lot of that
kids we
too.
didn't
man,
like you
COVID did that
said
too. I don't.
that go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I don't think that. I don't think that. I think that one. I think that made people want to be around each other more because they understood like nah, like we took this shit for granted. I think that made it more so like people wanted to be around each other. But I do agree with you. There is some factors in that too. But I feel like that was just the initial COVID thing. Like, oh, I can't be around my family. I can't go to see my mama and all that type of stuff. But then when you slow
Yeah,
down,
you're right.
you can do that now without any inhibitions about it, out any like bad thoughts of want to see your mom and thinking that she gonna get sick because you've been exposed to people. Like been around enough, and you got the vaccine, whatever. I think the shit was making anyway. I ain't getting no vax, but uh,
uh,
Lucci, it's just a product of evolution. I feel like just people, have to do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? People, and I swear I see people hollering on Twitter all the time about like, I want to protect my peace or I don't want to be dealing with some people, some family members bring negative energy. So you know how niggas rock now is gang. Like nigga, if I don't fuck with such and such cousin, you fuck with such and such cousin, y'all cool. I ain't really finna be cool with y'all because I ain't finna kiki around her. It's because I feel like because we family. Like nah, and it be a lot of that. A lot of just like bad vibes amongst family members. So you can't be around certain because the family function and go left.
yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna say this, and we could put the ball back on Robbie's court. I feel like this generation as well, Lucci, like kind of tacking on to what Phil's saying. We're a generation that knows our limits better. And we know that we have the option to be like, I don't have to allow you to disrespect me just because you're my elder. Like, I don't. Like, our generation, like, it's okay for us to do that. Back in them early days, bro, like, I couldn't say lie in front of my grandma. Like, she popped me in the mouth as a kid. Like, you better say telling a story or a fib or something like that. Now, like, you slap one of these young niggas in the face now, Lucci, as a grown man, like, hey, don't talk like that. One of these niggas might shoot you, bro. Like this younger generation is different too. So I feel like that dynamic plays too. Like people just not going for what they used to go for. So hey.
There's still some families that's out there that's close. So I'm not gonna say that because I know a couple of families that's close. I know some people that I know that have close knit families. So I can't say it's not out there. It doesn't
Right.
exist. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, oh, yo, y'all really close. Y'all cool. Y'all fuck with each other.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, all right. That's how we do. But you know, it's it's different. It's different now, and it'll get back to that though, because the more things change, the more they remain the same. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be that. Just like you said, with your girl going off to school, you gonna be
Mhm.
begging her to come back home. I'm like, yo, just come back and visit for a weekend. I just want you to be around.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta do nothing. Just be around. Like, I just want to see you in the physical. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some of that that's gonna play a part in it too. So it ain't all bad as making it out to scene here, but I do see that. I do see that. I see that as something that's gonna progress further. What you talking about? That's something that's gonna progress further as far as like the family structure. So you're gonna have a lot of singular families, and it may not be as much as because you might have the man that don't fuck with the woman's in-laws, or vice versa. You got the woman who don't fuck with your in-laws. So it's
But
gonna be
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying is, with that situation, I'm saying like when we was kids, bro, like that shit didn't matter, bro. It could be
yeah.
motherfuckers
You
that you
showing
fuck
up.
with
You
motherfuckers, but
showing
you
the fuck up.
still showing up and you're gonna. I mean, y'all gonna talk about it in a couple. Mama and my stepdad will talk about it when we leave there. But while we there, everybody join. And even if I've seen you while we going home talking about the person you're talking about, I see you there enjoying your fucking self at the and it's just like I don't know. I just feel like the world just getting more watered down. Like I feel like people are like a little bit too sensitive. We I don't know. I just think our insecurities has been pushed to the max, bro. To where like we can't put little small shit to the side sometimes, bro. Like
For
men
the for
gotta
the
put
for the,
that.
the bigger
Yeah,
for the bigger. I don't know. Yeah, you got it.
and it makes me feel like that because I think when my grandmother was alive. It feel like my mom and them could fall out with each other, like my mom and her sister could fall out with each other, but they'll be right there Sunday at my
Look,
grandmother's
all the
house talking.
time. All the
You know what I'm saying?
time. Bro, look, my mama, look, God rest her soul, my mama, she used to get around her sisters and them. When I was a little
Mhm.
boy, they get around each other and they get that wine in them. You know what I'm saying? And they start talking shit about their husbands. And look, Pops, Pops and my uncles, Pops and my uncles now in the backyard, they grilling, drinking, smoking, probably doing the same thing, but
Talking shit about
I'm
that.
not out there. Right. I'm not out there at the time. I'm in the house with the women's and I hear the women's talk. You know what I'm saying? They going loose at the mouth, but they're not going too far out of, you know what I'm saying? Like that dynamic of it. Like even with that, like you got the women over here talking shit about their husband, then you got the husbands in the backyard with the grill and all that shit outside drinking beer and shit, and they talking shit about they women and shit and all the problems they going through, like that shit like that, pushing through. I feel like what you talk about, pushing through it, just seeing it through, like
Mhm.
being a part of something bigger than yourself and not making yourself bigger than the whole, which is the family.
Right, right. That's what's up. Did everybody get a they who influenced them? Like who music influenced them?
Geo, do you want to unmute? It's up to
And
you.
Geo knife
What's
and tie.
I
is
know,
there
I know, life.
also
I know, my brother
let
Knife
me
was in.
go. I can go too. Let me go right quick.
Knife, you
I
too.
think
Go after. I don't know. Whoever wants to go first.
I'm gonna go right quick and get out the way. I think my dude is Boosie, and I think it's
Boosie.
more
Oh,
yeah like since the first time I heard him, it was like it was someone talking to me about shit that I actually had going on, bro, and then I kind of looked at his situation with, he got two daughters. I have two daughters. He got one child. I have one child. So a lot of shit that he was saying, bro, in his music, about the baby mamas, about
baby
what the
mama, baby mama.
yeah,
I'm tired of you.
about the baby. It's just the it's bro. Like if he just made me feel like a lot of shit he was saying I was going through on a daily basis, bro. And like the song, I think I touched down to cause hell. And he said, I told myself I wasn't gonna go to jail without a lie. And my mama on her knees and she crying. And my daughter asked where her daddy at and why, where he at and why. I went through that, bro. And I felt that, because those all those situations you heard what he was talking about, those little lines, bro. Like I went through all that, and I think Boosie he kind of had the most influence on me to do a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to do too. But
And I
as I, as I look at him
on that
now,
south
bro,
side.
and I see, where his mind at now is more of a businessman, bro. Like, and I could really salute that because, he even have a song about, I'm sorry because he know his music influenced a lot of people to do a lot of crazy fucking shit, bro. So he have a song about the experience.
Sorry.
And like I told y'all before, man, one of my dudes, bro, he got 26 years, like the year after high school. He got 26 years from the cop, and he changed, man. Once he started listening to Boosie and Tupac, man, it went from the just a kid that's been getting punked and bullied and shit or whatever to being the person that's robbing people and shit like that, bro. Shout out to my homie Shark, man. He'll be home in about 9 more years, I think, man. And that's all I want. Yeah.
I think.
And this is high
Touchdown the
school.
car, see a touchdown the car. Hey.
Touchdown soon. Right.
Touchdown the car. Hey, Lieutenant, that nigga said touchdown the car. Hey.
Bro, every time I go to a
I
different
love
state,
that record. I'm glad you. I love that record, dog. I love that record by Boosie. I love that record. Touchdown the car here. Touchdown the car here. Touchdown the car. Hey, hey.
Then you going?
Thanos, yeah. It's up. It's on you.
I might be. No.
Nah, Thanos
There's
still
a
here?
few. There's a few different ones, man. I can't really narrow it down to one. Uh, I'd say when I was a kid, it was probably Michael Jackson for sure. Um,
Uh,
just
Big
just the styles, man. Like, look, Michael was it when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the style. Uh, us being kids, we're visual, so all his music videos were like hella creative. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth
Um,
Criminals number
Smooth
one.
Criminal, all that, bro. Thriller, the Bad
Remain
video was
something.
crazy when I was a kid. Uh, I got a funny story about Michael Jackson too. My kids, man, this happened like last September, I think. It was raining outside, but I had kids to like Target. I think it was going to Target or Walmart, and I had them all dressed and everything, and they was wilding out like more than usual. It's Saturday morning, they in the living room, they cutting up, they jumping off the couch, they doing flips, they're ninjas, they're wrestlers, they're elbow drops, all that stuff, right? I'm telling them, chill out, chill out. I'm trying to clean up the kitchen. Steve. Chill out, sit down. Put in, I think, a cartoon movie. They wasn't trying to watch it, right? They just whatever, right? So I'm like, man, I feel like hearing some music while I clean up. You know what I mean? So if they ain't watching TV, I'm gonna put on some music. So I had I don't know if you ever seen this. Michael Jackson. He had a DVD called "This Is It," right? Which was basically supposed to be like one of his last big tours. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes and stuff. So I popped this in, not even aware of my kids, like they're not listening to me at all anyway. So I put this in, I kid y'all not, about 5 minutes into the documentary, man, they just eyes just wide open. They just looking at the screen. Both of them got toys in their
He's
hands,
very
man.
captivating.
Yeah, and then they just it was the funniest thing in the world, bro. They both just sat down at the same time. I didn't say nothing. I didn't tell them to sit down. I didn't tell them to be quiet. Nothing. Michael just talking soft voice. Yeah, I want the dancers over here, and I want to fix the lighting up here, and I'm talking in his Michael voice, and he starts, doing his dance choreography and all that. Bro, they was just captivated for like an hour, man. I got the kitchen
Locked
cleaned up, got to hear
in.
some music. Yeah, I was like, damn. And I really thought about it. I was like, damn, Michael. My mom grew up
Was
on
like
Michael.
that.
I grew up on
Mhm.
Michael, and now my kids have been exposed to Michael's music and persona. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy. So I say Michael Jackson, not just because he got my kids to obey that, But like I said, just overall music and everything. I'd have to throw Nas in there as I've gotten older. Just the way he moves as a businessman, like you hardly ever see. And I always thought that was super dope, man. Like, because I feel like there's a lot of people from his generation that are either not around anymore, like the people that could call themselves kings, like the 50s, the TIs, they do a lot of clown stuff, you know what I mean? As they get older. But I feel like Nas isn't like that, right? Like Nas is kind of
No, he's
established.
not. Yeah.
He hardly ever comes outside like for an interview. When he does, like he's always like intelligent, dropping gems and all that. And I always respected, as an adult, you know what I'm saying? So Mike, Nas, and I'd have to throw Wu in there just because that was like some of my first times like rewinding like lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to somebody and rewinding to see what they said. You know what I'm saying? That changed my whole scope of like hip hop and rap. I wouldn't be watching battle rap if it wasn't for Wu Tang. You know what I'm saying? So
And you got the
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah. So that's
Now I got a topic. This was me when I moved here. I used to listen to albums and stuff, and sometimes they would say some shit that I would not understand at all. So we're gonna do some examples. For example, it took me way too long to figure out what a biscuit was. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but uh,
Niggas
it's
come
very
with all types of
counterintuitive to
creative.
think it's a gun.
Niggas
Doesn't make
come up with
sense.
all types of names to name their guns. You know what I'm saying? Biscuit, the glizzy,
Toaster.
toaster. Like it's like think you know what I'm saying? Think of anything. The can. The
What's the
can
weirdest
blazer.
name you heard a gun referred as? What's the weirdest name you heard a gun referred as? Not the machete, Cal. I know what you gonna say. Not the machete. Come on.
It's
nah,
gotta be the
nah,
biscuit.
nah,
Not the machete.
Not
He's
the
not,
machete.
Not the machete.
what's the
Not
weirdest
the,
name, bro? Nah.
not the machete, young.
What's the weirdest name, bro?
Um, weirdest name.
Gave him a biscuit with the meal. Cold War was Sunday breakfast.
Yeah, brothers be saying anything.
Hey
I
man,
swear.
Machete up
I
there.
swear. Bro, when brothers said because I was a kid when brothers were saying to get the gat as a kid fucked me up because I was like, what the fuck is a gat? Like, yeah, up the
I
gat on a
mean,
We
nigga.
got a song
I don't
down here
know. I
called
heard, I
Get
heard,
the Gat,
get,
Get the Gat, Get the
get,
Gat.
man,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Hammer.
get, man.
niggas. What did niggas say to yappa? Niggas just be saying anything. Like, what?
The
What?
yap, the
Okay.
get to the yapper.
Address.
Yeah, that shit.
Calling
That's
the AK-47 a yapper is wild, but I get it. I get it. That's some
yeah.
that's some Florida shit though. That's some Florida shit.
Yeah, it is. That's some very
Ain't
Florida
that some LA
shit.
shit?
That's definitely
I
some
thought it
Florida.
was some West Coast shit.
Nah, that's some Florida
No,
shit.
they had because I think West Coast was saying like weren't they calling it the chopper? Because we were saying Yappa badly, like
Badly.
what that was like fifth grade?
Let me grab the yapper.
Yeah, like
Do y'all call Eclipse dicks?
that's out of
That
pocket. I will never
That's that's
never Lucci.
that is definitely
That's all. They don't call him nothing else but that down, y'all, bro. That's
hey
all they
man,
call
look,
him.
hey look, hey look, hey look,
Dick,
Gucci, I'm
bro.
just honest with you. I love
Paul.
Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I love it.
Mhm.
That's where that shit came from. Yeah,
Oh, oh, that's what we
that shit,
doing.
that's where that shit came from.
It did.
Oh,
Feels
call him.
crazy.
Nah,
Oh, there you go. Okay.
saying I got my dick out. Like that was some Atlanta shit. Like I got my dick out. Like I got the dick. You know what I'm saying? Like the extent
Pause.
where pause. They
It's
said
This
Like a
part
full
needs to
they
be
said
edited out.
they said they said that because
it's
they said that because they would have the strap in their pants and then extended clip would show out of their pants.
We get it, Phil.
Because,
We get it.
but
Yeah,
I
I
know,
know,
I
but
know,
it's
I
just
know, but I'm saying that's why
you
they call it a dick and the shit stuck to the wrong type of niggas. And I'm sorry that niggas had to be exposed to calling, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I haven't heard.
I got I got to switch with the dick. Look, I've heard a lyric say I got to
What's
switch
going
with the
on?
dick on. I've heard
You
a
said
lyric
what?
say
And it
I got
you
to
said
switch.
what? And it stuck to what?
I've heard a lyric that said I
Yeah,
got a switch with the
with the
dick
dick
on.
on it. You know
yeah.
what it is, like, yeah,
I've
you might
heard those lyrics said. I'm not pausing shit. I'm not pausing shit. I know.
they never pause.
I ain't
The
pausing shit.
the fucked up part is Phil. I know that it's a fact because I know niggas in Atlanta when they first started saying that shit. I was taken aback, my nigga, taken aback. Niggas was really talking like that. Like
Like
I
I
really got this
like
new piece and I got a dick on it. I'm like, what
got
the
a dick
fuck did
on
you
it.
just say? Like, nah.
We outside. I got the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, nah. What is
No,
this lingo?
no.
What is this lingo? Like,
Yeah. I haven't heard an extended clip called the extended clip probably in the last probably maybe 3 years. I mean, we talking
yeah.
about it right now, but what is referred to where I'm at is a dick. Like there's nothing else. A dick.
The latter, the latter,
None of that.
the
You can't feel there's a dick in
up,
beyond. So
up, up the ladder. Up the ladder.
That
Ladder?
ladder connected to two bunk beds. What does show off say?
Shout out, show off, man. Pulver, like, you got to show
Up,
off.
Mm,
up
what
the
the fuck is
pole,
that?
Pulver.
up the ladder. Oh, hold up. The Larkin roar. The
Oh,
Larkin?
Yeah,
Larkin?
Larkin.
Larkin Roar. What Tor be saying? What
the
Tor be
semi
saying?
spray.
Not the
Maddox
swim.
clap. Maddox clap.
Maddox clap.
Maddox
Maddox
can either
Yeah.
burst
clap.
or clap. He can only do those two things.
Shout out the big crip Geechee Thule burst, nigga.
The
Thule
Thule.
Thule
burst.
is like
Thule. I
Battle
like
Thule
that
rap.
though. I
burst.
like that. I like
Battle
that. I
rap.
like that though. Thule can
Battle
work.
rap
I
might be
do like
responsible
Yo,
for some of.
knife. We doing funniest like slang for guns or whatever.
oh shit.
Thule burst. The Larkin
Battle rap.
roar. The
Battle
Maddox
rap might
clap.
be responsible for some of the worst words ever.
Nah, swammy is up there. When it's said unironically, it's I heard K Philosophy say swammy in all seriousness.
Swammy?
The
I brought the
Yeah,
swammy.
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 I brought the
Yeah.
swammy out. Oh, come on.
He
Niggas,
Now,
niggas like
Yo,
did
going
it. He
nah,
did it for
nah.
the rhyme scheme.
Hey,
Swammy is
hey,
normal though.
like
brother,
J2
brother,
to pull that bitch out of the swammy.
brother Knife,
You
Oh,
know,
fuck.
that's the shit J2
brother
would
Knife,
say, man.
brother Knife.
I
We
don't
can
pull
call
out
a
the
gun
swammy.
anything now. We can call a gun anything now. We can call
Anything,
a
bro.
gun
Yeah.
My knife is a
anything,
gun,
bro.
bro. Fuck what y'all talking about.
My
Some
That
knife
nigga
is
said,
a
people.
that
gun.
nigga said I up the swammy. Now he
Yeah.
swam
Up to
wild.
swim.
Now
Hey
he
man, one of
swam
my
wild.
The
I
Larkin
first heard
not
the
roared. The
swammy
swammy
shit
swam.
from
That's the
not
QB.
not
J2
to get
talk.
not not to get too far off into battle rap, but this is connected though. One of my biggest pet peeves as of late. I don't know if brothers ever peeped this out, but I'm seeing a lot more battlers when they're rapping. They describe a pistol, but they're holding their hands like they're holding a
AK.
shotgun. Yeah,
Shotgun. Yeah.
that is annoying as hell to me,
That
bro.
is
I,
Like,
aesthetically upsetting.
hey,
get
hey, hey.
get your
I
gun
love
right,
her.
man. Get your
I
gun right.
love her. I
Get
love
your
her.
gun right.
I
Man,
love
fire
her. I
people
love
low.
her. But Vixen, Vixen does that. Vixen does that a
A
lot.
lot.
A
A
Vixen
lot.
got
lot.
Yeah. Vixen don't know what gun she got. Anytime
She
she
don't
says
know
it,
She
she
what.
just pick
doesn't.
up
Right.
the
She
can and
don't
go
know
with
what
it.
she picking up. Like
She got the
nice,
random gun.
nice. She
Yeah.
don't know what gun she picking
She's
up.
like when you don't know the controls yet and you're just cycling through shit. That's what she got. You don't know the controls yet. She just cycling through shit. She got the karate
Different
chop. She's like,
animations
girl.
for all types of guns. Like clap this nigga. Look, she about to like twerk. I'll clap this nigga rock. Gun to his face.
Oh,
Not
who
crush
started
it.
She got the
It's
weapon wheel.
busting blood.
who started the chopstick phenomenon? Who started the stick? Who started doing that?
Started that
That's
shit.
been around. Chopstick has been around. I've heard
I feel like the
Chopstick for a
drum
That's
shit
while.
got
annoying.
popular
That's
too. I feel like
annoying.
chopsticks and that drum shit got really popular. Everything was a drum.
Chopsticks, drums,
Yeah.
like
Revolver spinning.
like a
Everything's
band,
spinning.
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
marching band.
Horrible.
First person I heard say
I hate those.
it was
Horrible.
probably
I
like
hate
Surf
those.
Bar when he was in some Asian pocket where he'd be saying shit. 2 chopsticks, I chop shit. Man, he probably said it first.
Battle rap is horrible, man. I hate battle rap. You know what?
And I mop
Never
shit.
mind.
You know what? Turn it
Yo,
off.
The mop.
Where's the bulldog? Y'all know John? What's the
You gonna have to
bulldog?
you gonna have to MOP your ante up.
the bulldog.
A mop
Yeah,
breaking.
where's the bulldog?
Bulldog.
Shit
But
singing.
The bulldog's a revolver.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Big
Oh,
ass.
the
snub nose.
bulldog.
Snub nose.
Yeah, that's a snub.
Up
Yeah,
the nose, up the nose. Like those fit. Those up the nose, the
those
40,
fit.
40 to 50.
But y'all brothers calling.
Up the 9.
But when's the last time y'all heard somebody in the street call
Lucha,
a
yeah.
gun a
You
nose?
heard me. It's bars. It's bars. It's
That's
up
snub
the
nose.
nose. It's up the
Snub nose. Yeah.
But when's the last time you heard somebody call it a nose?
Imagine.
I know what it
Those
is. Y'all gotta explain it to me. But when's the last time you heard that?
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that in conversation.
In real life, bro. Like I don't
I
think we
haven't
gonna
heard
ever
that
hear
in
that.
conversation. Yeah, you're not gonna hear that.
Yeah,
You're gonna hear a nigga say
nobody's
38,
not.
a
Somebody
38
had to
snub.
know.
You
This
hear
is the
that?
problem with battle rap. They say a lot of stuff. Nobody's saying that. Like, what are
You
y'all
hear a
doing?
38 snub, or you hear a 38. I got the 38.
A nose and a stick.
Hey, cuz,
I'm
look
not
on
doing
the
that.
seat. Hey, cuz, look
Yo,
on the seat. 38 nose one of them.
heard it. But y'all remember the phase where everything was 223s and everybody was saying the number
What you
size
mean a
of the bullets?
phase? It's still here.
What you mean
Shout
a
out to
phase?
shout out to Reed. Shout out to Reed, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Reed had a
Reed.
2-2-3 bar versus Rex. I think that first round. That was crazy. I can't think of the bar right now, but
I will be honest. I appreciate that more than niggas
he said
saying
hold up. He
swammy
said
and shit like that.
he said what did he say?
Two
Masked
two
up.
threes like twin mics.
He said masked up. I draw the heat out. 2-2-3s. I knock a seat out. Something like that, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah, versus Rex. Yeah, fire.
Hold up. Hey, Knife. Somebody did have like I got 2-2-3s, like two Jordan, like two, like
Like
yeah,
two mics.
2 3s
Like
like
two
2
mic-
Jordans.
yeah. I
Oh,
remember that bar. Somebody, I forgot who said that, but I remember.
Sounds like some witty shit.
That's
Nah,
terrible.
yes.
2-3s.
7.62s
Yo.
to flip your car
You
like
know
an
what
acrobat.
my favorite be the gun so big bars, man.
Oh, those are legendary. That's just good battle rap.
Remember
But
Cal
look, that's
said
old
I got
now.
a gun so big
Yeah.
we performing in it.
Oh yeah, we in that bitch right now. Somebody said some shit like that.
What Daylight
That
say?
was
Got a gun
stupid.
so big and married to Faith Evans.
Yeah.
They got married
Like
to
that.
Faith Evans, yeah.
Yeah. I got a gun so big if I shoot it, he gotta die. Nah, I said I got a gun so big if I shoot it, God'll die.
That's fire.
That shit was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
That shit was
fire.
kind
Wait,
of
who
crazy.
was that? I
It is
remember that.
fire.
That was Daylight. Daylight said that.
Oh, okay.
It sound
okay.
like a Daylight bar.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's
You
fire.
know he loves them sneaky bars. Like, nah. I said if I shoot it, God'll die. Brought that
What
shit
did
back.
King Lo say? I got a gun so big and only exists in battle rap.
Yeah. Nah, I think Arsenal probably has some of the best ones. Arsenal be
All right,
saying
man.
shit.
Let's
Yeah,
get off battle rap, man. Robbie, what's the next topic, man?
Please.
I
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Making my brain hurt.
Cal, you might know this. Nike
Holy
from Florida
verse.
too. Y'all know Queso, the rapper?
Queso. Yeah. No, that name sounds familiar.
Nah, his dad seems to run something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to get to it. Yep, his dad is gonna snitch on him
What? In a case? Is a case
You
against
gotta
him?
in a
tell
case.
the
So
whole
what
story, you know,
happened
buddy.
was he did some shit. His dad
Uh-huh.
picked him up and drove him home or whatever. They arrested both of them, and his dad is saying, "I'm not just gonna let him like leave me and rot in jail." So he's just gonna snitch on him.
Father of the year.
Father of the year. Yeah.
Take a page out
I
of
mean,
Blackface book, bro.
son
Come
of the
on.
year too, like because
This is a deeper
he just
question.
left his dad to
Yeah,
die.
because he went and picked them up, like Queso had his dad like kind of. I mean, he understood what he was doing,
Put him
but
in
he
the
still had
Yeah,
to
future.
I
quote
was gonna say,
unquote force him.
like, was he really in the dark to the fact he was sliding on somebody?
What the message would be like, and I think what the dad did is like, bro, you gonna take this charge, I'm gonna give you this charge, and
Mhm.
nigga probably just,
Exactly.
I'm not about to roll over like that, so I'm
That's your
about to
son,
give him,
though.
Parents,
you know,
parents,
jail,
parents,
but he's not gonna rot in jail, which I mean, I can't speak on that, but I
parents,
don't,
parents. Brother
that
Lucci,
man,
brother, brother,
like at
brother,
the end
brother
of his
Thanos.
life,
What y'all think,
suicide is
man? Apply this to your life right now. Apply this to your
What
life
was the?
right now.
I need more context. What was the charge and what all was?
It was a shooting.
No, he got
Uh,
some murder charges, man. Like, I don't know what's those guys' name from Jacksonville. Yeah.
Oh, that
you
shit.
talking
Um,
about
Oh,
Young
it's
and
connected
Ace?
to that shit. It's
Yeah,
connected to
yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
Ace,
it's connected to that gang shit.
yeah.
Oh,
He's Young and
yeah,
Ace's right hand man.
hey, knife,
oh,
you heard
I,
me? You
he's
heard
like a
knife?
hit.
Hey, it's connected to that. Oh, okay, okay. I already
Yeah,
bro,
know it's time. I
Jacksonville
already
is
know what.
war zone in real life, bro. Call
Right,
of Duty
right,
in real life
right,
over there. I
right.
watched that whole
That's what I'm
documentary. You
saying.
said,
That's what I'm saying.
he
Like
was
I know
really,
them
he
niggas
was
was
putting
really
in the work
upset
though,
over
like.
there.
Like
it's
Hey,
like
that
GTA
was
in
really
real
like
life,
that
though.
was the muscle like on some shit, man. But I don't think dude dad about to go down for some shit like that, you know.
especially if
Especially
you
if they
did it.
talking about like yeah, we and y'all both facing life. Like a lot of people don't understand what that feel like to be on a murder charge. That's not like somebody that's got some time or I'm in here
Yeah,
for child support or domestic like this. Like I don't know if I'm
This,
going home or not.
this,
It's not.
this,
I ain't even got a number to this shit or whatever. What I can put to my head because if I get convicted, that's life or
this the
Not
district
So
attorney.
that
This the DA.
mindset is
It's the
totally
DA, Lucy.
different. And when them bitches go to him with some, okay, man, we gonna let you in. You gotta do. Y'all been sitting here this long. You tell on them. You'll go home in another year or something like that. Man, that old man ain't about to sit up there and be like, nah, fuck all that. That's not his. That's not. He don't live there no more. That's not his part of his game no more. That's the old man, bro. Those little
Murder,
dudes young. Like,
mm,
murder charges complicate the situation of his decision making greatly. Because if it was something like a robbery or you know what I'm saying,
oh yeah.
any other like type of crime, you could punch through that. But that's what I said. Like if it's a murder case, now you got the district attorney involved. You know what I'm saying? And the DA's not playing.
mhm.
listen, man. Listen, y'all can throw rocks at me or whatever. I'm not going to prison for nobody, man. Uh, I
Bro.
already I already did my little time. I got 3 kids that depend on me.
But what if
Uh,
your kid do
God,
something?
I'm getting to that, Phil. Wait for the punchline, man. I wasn't.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. If
Jumping early.
I got 3 kids, do the math. If one kid do something, I still got two to be out for.
That's a real rap though.
That's fucked
You know what I'm
up.
saying?
Now,
So
now
That's
we now we
That's
pod
real.
Realest shit
now
I've
we
ever
pod
heard.
You can
pod
do that.
now.
Just support
Hold
them.
up,
That's
that's the
all you
name of
can
the,
Somebody
do,
that's
push.
the name of
Somebody
the episode.
push him.
Hey, Lucci, that's the name of the episode. I got 3 kids.
no. The episode is gonna be called demonetization once we get to these
I
topics.
got
Yeah,
3 kids.
yeah.
Hold up.
Lucci
Hold up.
gonna make
I got
sure.
3 kids. I
I
got
got
three
I got
kids. Dot dot
I got a
dot.
question. I got a question for y'all, right? So,
Oh, I'm
um,
telling. I'm
is
telling.
there
I'm
is there
sorry.
a is there a possibility that this guy, what's the guy's name that actually did
Queso.
allegedly? Okay, that
Case.
this young man, is there a possibility that he was wilding out anyway? The father
Yes,
maybe
of
was
course.
just
He was going
tired
crazy.
and
Yeah,
fed up of trying to talk to him and lecture him and keep him out of
yeah.
trouble. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So
no,
he
I
just
And
was
felt
gonna
like,
bring up.
that's why I
I had a
said I was
follow up.
telling.
But
It's
that,
right.
that. Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, Robbie. I'm gonna get this out in 2 seconds for Robbie.
Yeah, do your shit.
If I'm a father and I'm raising my kid, and it seems like no matter what I try and do, this nigga's out here wilding, shooting niggas, doing drive-bys, stabbing niggas, like just acting crazy like this, and he's never been inside them walls, Thanos, like them 4 walls or the gate comes across. No, I'm telling, go sit your ass down, because I can't. Apparently, I can't raise you. I'm gonna let the state try for a little bit. How about that? That's how we doing it. Like, no, bro, I'm not letting you shoot a nigga, come back to the house, and now you not here, and then a nigga shoots up the house with your little sister in here, your mom in here, and me in here. Nigga, you got the game fucked up.
You
Fine.
already
That's
know
actually what happened
Big
when his
Cal,
brother died.
I'm glad you
Can
brought
I
that
ask
up.
for
'Cause that's
clarity?
definitely what would
before and
happen. That's definitely what's going to happen. Your shit is going to get
Mm-hmm.
shot up, and you don't have shit to do with whatever the fuck this little nigga got going on outside in these streets. Because these niggas don't give a fuck about that.
Can I add some
He
clarity to the
actually
situation?
okay.
Well, I mean, allegedly they saying his dad was like is like a head of the gang that they are all a part of,
Uh,
and
come
he
Oh,
drove them into to do the hit and everything. So
I don't think he's the head because
on.
the Queso's just with Young and Ace, so they
no,
got a thing.
I
he's
mean,
not the head.
that's just an
They
allegation.
got their own. Nah,
I
they
don't
got
know.
their own young
If
nigga shit, man.
He drove him back from the crime. What I saw.
Well, they saying he drove him to the
Two.
hit
Oh, that's
and back
crazy
to
too.
it. Yeah,
That's,
and back.
that's accessory before and after
That's
the
definitely
fact.
Yeah.
accessory. It's accessory
Yeah,
to a murder if you're convicted and
that's
you did
before and
do the
after.
One
time.
of his
So
sons.
he's
One of his
not
sons
really
died.
innocent anyway. He's not
One of his
innocent
sons
anyway.
died, and now he's about to snitch on the other son. So it's just a fucked up situation. But at the end of the day,
And
you do
his
what
other son died.
you are basically the reason they got into that life in the first place, man. Like you can't just cop out and say, I'm trying to be a good dad. Like you threw that out the window when you brought them into the street life.
Jesus Christ, Gio.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
I
I'm
mean,
not doing time for nobody.
Yeah, Gio.
I'm keeping it a beam, man.
Well, goddamn.
Bye bye, bye bye, son.
Hey
No,
man,
I'm not
look,
even saying
look,
Baba my
look,
son.
look. I'm not telling
I'm
my
not
son to
disagreeing with
join the
you.
Crips. I'm
Danos,
not
I'm not
telling my
disagreeing
son
with
to
you,
join
but
the
you're not
Crips.
the one that put your son in that predicament. In his
That's a
case,
fact.
he's a nut ass nigga for that because you are a so-called street nigga and you breaking the rules and you doing it against your son, your own blood. This
Right.
shit,
I get all
That's
that, man.
insane.
When
That's
I drive away
insane.
from the prison, the
Hey,
wind
look,
will wipe away my
That kind
tears.
of makes it look a little different for me,
Yeah.
though, bro.
hey,
I'm
look,
not
hey,
gonna
look.
lie
I
about
don't know, man.
that.
I
It
had
makes it look
my
a little
mom.
different for me now.
My
That
mama would
Gio
bail my
stated.
brother out. My mama would bail my brother out in all types of situations, John. It was never no murder. It
Mm-hmm.
was.
Yeah,
It was
so
never
some
no
people got
murder.
different breaking points, Phil.
Yeah, that's
But
a
that's what I'm
fact.
saying though.
that's true
But
too.
my brother, but look, my brother was in and out of jail though, so you can see how that could wear on a person. You
Exactly.
just that's what I'm saying. But my mom was always there to step up to the plate and get my brother out of jail, regardless of the situation. However much the bond was, I was too young to be privy to however much money they were shelling out at that time. But I'm just saying, I've been awakened by my mother late at night, having to go to the county jail and bail my brother out from bail's bondsman. But it was never for no murder rap. You know what I'm saying? It was never for that. So I could,
Yeah.
I can see how
You
that
can
could go
understand to a
as
certain degree.
right to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But I don't think my folks then would have accepted my. And
Yeah, but
this is
fuck all that though, Phil.
this, this is crazy. Look. This is
If
crazy.
that
Man.
nigga
Hold on.
living
This is
like
crazy.
that and
Hey,
ain't nowhere
if it
where he's
happened,
supposed to
look.
be
Hey,
in that
hey,
bitch,
look. If it
I don't give a
happened,
fuck, man.
my
That makes
brother did not
it
tell my folks what happened. Basically,
different.
if it happened, my brother didn't tell them. If they
Mm-hmm.
really got some shit, you know what I'm saying? They ain't tell them. But if it was some petty shit, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got jammed up by what whoop the whoop, like we getting you up out of there. But other than that, it was never on that type of time. At least
See,
to my mother's not.
I got a situation where I had an old head when I was like real young, and he was just telling us a story about how his son had caught a murder. He had murdered somebody. It was a self-defense case, but at the end of the day, the cops came to his dad, and his son was on a run, and his dad didn't tell him where his son was at. You know, I can't remember how much time he did, but he did a little bit of time for that. But that was one of the most heartbreaking things he had to go through because they still ended up getting his son. But it was like at the end of the day, if they gonna catch him, it ain't gonna be because of because of his dad.
Uh-huh.
It's just
So
some people got I don't
yeah,
know, man.
But does
I
he
think that's
think
I think that's
does
how I
he
feel
think
about
it
it.
was worth
Yeah.
it?
involving a fugitive, etc.
Well,
After the
why,
fact,
you said, does he think it was worth it?
Yep.
That's a,
Yeah,
that's a
because
fact, Lucci. That's what I was counting on.
you at least
yeah,
don't want it to be out your hands. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I'm
I'm
saying, Gio. It ain't my hands that did this to you. It was, what I'm saying, karma, life, whatever, what have you. But I wasn't the person that dropped down on you. I didn't drop down on you for you to get caught like that. It wasn't me. But if it
It's
happened, it happened.
a tough situation,
But
man.
like, if dude dad really living like that and was living like that, bro, and he in the streets and shit, bro, like he has
It's
no
not
reason to
respectable.
be that bitch snitching. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not respectable.
Like he has no reason whatsoever. I don't give a fuck about if you ain't do it or nothing because nigga, I watch you do this shit my whole life, and I'm a product of you.
And he
Came from
vouching
Yeah.
for it.
like you. What the fuck you know, I'm watching you do this shit, and probably at no time did you stop me because you in this shit. So why would you fucking stop me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You telling me how to move. You more telling me how to move than trying to tell me like, nah, son, you don't need to be doing
Stop
this.
it. Right.
You
I
know what
agree.
I'm saying? So he
Uh,
ain't, he ain't got no reason to be in there snitching though, man. Like if
They
he's
trying to
living
trying to
like that. But
justify it by saying they killed his son first. So this is why we went out and did this hit. But at the end of the day, you wrong. You wrong. At the end of the day, it's no justification for it.
mm,
yeah. Two,
Yeah.
two wrongs. Two wrongs don't make a right. It make a third wrong.
you gotta take the stand. Then he taking the stand. You ain't just saying that. You gonna take the stand. If you could have said that and not said who killed him, like you had to say, oh well, he did it. Like you trying to take a deal, man. Like that don't
Yeah,
nah.
he's trying to
Yeah.
get his
He's
way
let.
out of it. He's
Yeah.
trying to
Once
get
you
out
Yeah.
trying
He
to get
trying to
a
lessen his
deal,
time.
he
Yeah.
trying to
He
come
lessen
home.
his time. Yeah. He trying to
Nigga
lessen
trying
his
to come home, son.
PJ,
yeah, he's
time.
trying to
do you
come
know
Because
home.
about
That's
the
fucked up.
the
to,
queso
to
shit?
Thanos, look, to Thanos' point, he probably been to jail. He probably not trying to go back. So
But
Mm.
that
that's the
shit
point though,
happened.
Phil. If you've been to jail before and you still in the street life, you know what comes with this shit.
You know
That
what come
comes
with it,
with it,
right?
Phil. He can't do that, Phil. If he's still living like that, there's no way around that. Like you can't snitch,
Exactly,
man.
because you've been
If
through
you
it. You've
got
been
any
through,
kind of way into that shit, you
This
cannot
is
you've
say
been
this
through the
this is
system.
what's wrong with niggas acting off emotion instead of thinking logically. If you'd have thought
That's a
logically,
fact.
said, I'm not gonna
That's a
put my
fact.
son, not gonna put my
Like
son.
hey Phil, think about it like this: your one son is dead. You about to take your other son on a
Mm-hmm.
risk to try get some get back. Like you risking your other son. So you might as well just did that shit on
Right.
your own.
Yeah, you
You
should
Yeah.
have did it on
You're
your
better
own
off just
and
killing him.
tell your young boy, to sit the fuck down. Hey, look, I know
let
you
me
hurt.
handle that.
You're right. I know
Exactly.
you hurt. I know you want some get back. I want some get back too, son. But this how we gonna handle this. And I'm gonna do it and not have you involved in it.
And I'm not even
You feel
saying
what
that's
I'm
the right way to go about it.
saying?
But
That's not the right
if
way to
what you
go
call
at it.
yourself
If you're
doing
gonna
and,
do it,
and blame that on some street shit, don't put your other flesh and blood on the same. I mean,
hey,
it's
look,
just, it's crazy. It's
you
crazy, man.
handle you
Same
handle that shit on.
ticket. Yeah.
You're right, Gio. You handle that shit on your own, bro, and you don't involve or implicate other people that could. You
Your
know what I'm saying?
own kids, man.
Right.
And bro,
Yeah,
Queso
yeah,
was
you've been through
muscle
something, man.
too, bro. He got the he got the majority of them bodies, man.
Yeah,
He
Come
that's
on,
really
what
man.
they
was
say.
muscle, son. Like, yeah,
That's crazy.
Allegedly,
he really
allegedly,
was.
Lucci.
Yeah, you know we
Allegedly,
got
Hey,
beef,
yeah.
but come on, man.
Nigga really was a Luca Brasi
Allegedly.
for them niggas, bro.
Real
Luka
Real.
shit.
Doncic.
Nigga, yeah, bro. I watched the documentary and all that shit, man. You
No,
know
I
a killer
watched that.
say,
We all
bro.
seen it.
You know a killer when you see a killer, son. I'm not, and that's not no stunt or whatever. That's just from having to lay up around these type of niggas, well, because what kind of
That's a
charges
fact.
you can look at a nigga, son. I can look at a nigga and tell if a nigga, nigga
Tell
really a
about nigga
fucking killer,
mannerisms,
son.
man.
Just look, I'm talking about just off a look, son. And I already know. I see it in his eyes, son. Nigga really was one of them.
That's what's up. Now, PJ, are you here?
Yeah.
Unmute for a second. All right, all right. We're gonna do a face off for the verses.
Mm.
Let's get it.
Thanos,
Mm.
versus PJ. Thanos, it's
Mm.
on
Uh-oh.
you.
Thanos, you got your
What up?
notebook?
We got Blue
We
Cal
here.
in
We
the
here.
house too.
We here right now. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
You fighting the uphill.
PJ, what's good with you, man?
Mhm.
I'm chilling. I'm locked and loaded, man. Can't say too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Okay. I've been locked and loaded for a couple weeks now, good brother.
It don't sound like
Now,
it.
Yeah.
for everyone, just say who y'all got and when it's
I
gonna
What's
got
the
go
battle?
down.
this got set up in another server. You know what I'm saying? Server where we all met. I actually approached him and gave him his artist. because he had
Oh
tried a couple
no.
other artists before.
That's
So
You
cap.
hold up.
That's cap. That's cap.
No,
Oh
hold on,
man.
That's
hold
cap.
on, hold
That's cap.
on, hold
Mm.
on.
That's
Let me
cap.
You
mute
can
up.
go.
Let me
You can
mute
go
up,
to
Marco,
the.
man.
Hold
Marco.
on.
Yeah,
You
hold
can
on.
Mute
I'm
up.
bad.
hold up, Cal. You still got access to the other platform, Cal or Geo.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all can
yeah,
go do a
yeah.
word search and go put in Jada and Styles. Right. You will see
Oh
a
man.
few different things,
I'm
and
busy
you will
right
see
now, but
deleted
I'll
users.
Damn, PJ,
I
man.
literally added PJ and said, "Hey, do you want to do something?"
Nah.
Did I? Did I not? And
PJ,
it's
he
not.
might
It's
be
not. It's
out.
That's
not.
all cap,
Hold on.
man.
And
That's
it's
all
not
cap.
disrespect because he actually has the advantage in my
Yo, let
opinion.
me tell y'all something. He's talking about he's been locked and loaded for 2 weeks.
Hmm.
We just met. What was it? A couple, like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. And talked about this joint. He told me, he was like, "Yo, like I'm still writing my shit. I'm still writing my rounds. Like, yo,
Man,
like
you believe me?
you ain't say that. You ain't say
I'm
that.
not saying I'm not saying what I said or what I did or didn't. But
Okay.
you believe that?
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
do
man.
actually. I do actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
was panicking. You was panicking. I heard it.
Cut
Oh
it
my
out, man. Cut it out, PJ. You
God,
got
Mm.
you
you got
heard the shaking.
PJ. You
It's in his
got.
voice.
He was
Not
like,
only that,
yo. He was
You
like, yo.
heard that, Phil?
Yo, he was
PJ.
panicking. Yo,
Go ahead.
yo, y'all know
Go
what
ahead.
I'm about to do. Y'all know who I
Go ahead.
got, and y'all know what I'm about to do.
Uh huh.
I just hope y'all
Okay.
know about the locks and all that. Like, I hope y'all locks fans.
Yeah. Everybody here is in tune. We all here except for
Yeah.
Lucci. Everybody else is.
Except for Lucci. What's up with that,
Mhm.
Lucci?
Yeah. Lucci only.
Don't listen to
Lucci
him.
only.
Chat. I found it. I
Don't
found
Lucci.
listen
it,
to
brother
him, bro.
Ty. I
You got it.
found it. I got the
Uh huh.
screenshot. It's in the chat.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Let me go.
We
Oh
kept
my,
the file.
my goodness. What do you think about Styles slash Jada versus Dose slash Myth?
No, no,
No
no, no, no.
skippers.
But that
No,
that
I'm talking
yo,
about on the.
hold on.
Oh,
We
go
had
ahead.
been talking about this before that. He
Hmm.
formulated the 2-on-2 idea, yes. But the artists, no.
No, but I gave you Jada. I gave you.
You ain't give me
As I
nothing. What are you
suggested.
talking about? You ain't
Hold
give
up
me
and
nothing.
listen. Hold up,
Ooh,
listen.
talk to the nigga.
Hold on. You're taking as disrespect, but in all reality, I think
No,
like
honestly, no, no,
if
no.
you
I just want to set the record straight. Like you really
if
didn't
you
get
can't
me.
if you
I,
can't
it,
PJ
cool. It doesn't matter. It
if you
doesn't
can't
matter.
find a clip if
Worry
you can't
about what's
find
gonna happen to you in our verses. Worry
okay,
about
I'm gonna
that.
let you talk and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you talk then I'm gonna go.
Worry about
Go ahead.
worry about that.
PJ.
You worried about the
Nope.
wrong things.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Keep going. Is that it?
Talk.
All
Huh?
right, can I talk now? Can I talk? Is it my turn? Is it my round?
Speak facts,
Hey,
but yeah.
get the timer on, Gio.
Big facts, but yeah, I got
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because you only got one battle, right? Let's be clear
damn.
on that. The one
Yet here
battle that
you are standing across from me though.
hold on, I let you
PJ, you
go.
gotta get the facts. You gotta get the
I
facts,
asked you if
PJ.
you had anything else to
I
say.
I
You said
I,
you was
I I'm gonna
good.
go on mute. I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna go
The
on mute.
the one battle you got killed.
Oh,
KILT killed.
That's
The
cap.
two.
That's cap.
Now you talking all this stuff. You said you was muting up, man. Now you talking all this stuff about, you know what I'm saying, like how you gonna smoke. I better be ready. What do I need to be ready for? Number one, you only have one battle. Two, I've been in the ring with the best, bro. Whether it's
Gio.
Geo, whether it's Tone, whether it's Boom,
The best.
Polo. You know, shout out to BC, Lucci. I've been in there with the best, bro. I got classics and I didn't win
Classic
money in a tournament.
after classic
Like
Can I
after
say something?
what are we
classic.
talking about, PJ?
Can I say something though?
What's up? What's up?
So,
Talk,
and my
PJ.
response to that would be for my first battle on Discord ever, I chose a niche,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, versus that a lot of people wouldn't get. And I took some risks.
Hmm.
I'm about to go into a
Hmm.
bag that people are way more familiar with than drill. It's
Ah,
something it's a terrain I could navigate.
ah.
So
Let me say this.
worry about the arsenal I got now and what I had the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because
Talk.
that
Okay,
I like that.
let me say this. Having popular artists with big records doesn't mean that you're. All that means is that you know how to press play. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If
Damn.
you want to be good at a versus battle, you got to really know the not only, but you got to know the other person's catalog as well. I know what as far as the locks. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to them probably way before you was, bro. I'm very familiar with that, man. I'm busting out some stuff that brothers in here ain't heard. in a while, and it's gonna have some nostalgic effect to it, man. The OG effect, bro. You can call
Okay,
that the
man.
OG, bro.
Okay.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see,
Shots, not
PJ.
triggers. Tell him it's
Look.
chestnut
At the end
triggers.
of the day, I'm expecting you to bring your shit, and
Uh-huh.
it should be a good one. It should be a good
I
one.
like this
Yeah, I got you,
energy.
man. And we're gonna have judges. We're gonna have people that rap, really know hip hop. This ain't gonna be no let me vote for this because it came out when I was 14 and I was dating some chick at the roller skating rink. All that. No, we're gonna get some people that really know the music. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be judging, man. We're gonna get 3 judges that we're gonna get it, man. That's what's gonna
Army
happen, brother.
game, nigga.
All right, man.
Why
It
not,
sounds like you
why
got
not
your
Get it.
five?
backpack on right
Why
now.
not five?
Relax.
Why not five?
Yeah.
Why not five judges?
We don't know how many people gonna be here. I mean, we could do 5. I mean, I'd rather do 5.
You know why? Because he could only buy 3. He could only afford 3.
I can only afford 3. See, PJ, you
Damn.
out of pocket, man.
Jesus
You know
Christ.
what? You know who I should make judge? Hiatus. Isn't he from New York? He's from New York, right?
Oh
And
my.
Yeah,
he's also the one that kicked your butt, right?
From the Mecca?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's why I
Let's
took
get him
my
as one
L
of the
too.
judges. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's get him one of the judges, man. And we can get somebody non-biased. We can get, somebody that's not from New
I
York.
got it.
Somebody that doesn't even listen. Lucci doesn't like me, so we're not doing Lucci as a judge.
Shout out to Lucci. Lucci in the
We're gonna pick
building.
some
What
people
up?
that ain't got no bias.
I
Yo,
got
Lucci, what's shaking? What's going on, man?
Mm.
Christ.
Nah, I'm playing. But nah, it's
Look,
gonna be lit. It's
Lucci
gonna
had
be lit.
The
Lucci had this
enemy of
clip
my
of Dame
enemy is
just
my
for me.
friend.
You know the vibes.
How about y'all
All
just
right,
get 2 judges, bro, and let the chat be the third judge?
So is it
I
gonna be
agree.
like everybody dropping 1s or 2s, or is it gonna be the
We could
survey
do a
room?
survey.
Yeah,
That just shit has to
no, it has to be ones and
have the
twos. I
3.
tried to put the
Oh no.
whatchamacallit in here. I'm a
You
cut out the middleman and I'm gonna just pay for this bitch like
still ghetto?
next week.
Okay. Oh,
What the
okay.
survey bot?
Okay.
Hey,
It's okay.
hey,
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
I
buy a
think I can
premium
get you a
one.
free one. Let me
can
let me look at it for a second,
can
Cal.
somebody
I can
set up
get
a
you a
pot?
free one.
Can
Put
somebody
it
set up a
all
pot?
right.
Now
Oh, a
remember, before
pot.
we do that, remember there's 2
Ooh.
battles. There's 2 battles. So it's me and PJ, and then Boom and Cal is the main event.
What's Boom and Cow battle?
T Pain versus Lloyd.
Oh,
That's gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
are y'all
And I'm
doing?
there
Are
for
y'all
that.
or just solo work?
We had
With
to
who?
work it out. I think it was I thought
Oh, with
it
Boom and Cal. I think they doing everything. Well, it's Cal's battle. Go ahead, Cal. My bad, bro.
No, I gotta tap back in with the brother because we literally said this shit like months ago, dog. Like, so I gotta tap back in with him,
Yeah,
see what he's comfortable
Boom been
doing.
trying to get him for like months now, trying to bring him out for months.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tap in with the brother, see what he's comfortable with. Like, yeah,
Next
man.
topic. Next
Hey, Boom. No,
topic.
hold up. Boom is here. Hold up. Let's see if Boom can unmute.
Well,
No.
but he's on no
He's on
he's
deafened too.
deafened too, so he's probably on the phone or
Oh,
something. Bro.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move
Yeah.
on. Next topic.
Shout out to the brother Sebastian in the house, man.
Hey,
Salute.
Sebastian, you want to be one of the judges on that next
Big
Friday?
Jers. Big Jers in the building. I see you.
I know you like both. No answer.
Shit,
That's cool.
we gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna get it sorted out.
Sebastian and
That
that.
brother, that brother Sebastian said, "I need a real intro. Y'all playing with my fucking name, like
Big, big Jers Sebastian. The only nigga to lose to with
Okay. He said yeah. That's one. That's
11,000. Only nigga to lose.
Who he
all right.
lost
That's one
with?
of the judges.
Who he
He
lost
lost
with?
with 11,000 niggas.
It's more than 2
he
battles on the
did."
card.
Just 2. Just
Excuse me?
2.
Nah,
Oh, just
nah.
Just 2.
Brothers didn't wanna come outside. Lucci and Phil could have a little battle of South on South madness. You
Nah,
know what
nah,
I'm
we got
saying?
it. We got it. Look. When me and Lucci get together, we break buildings, we break shit. We break shit, and shit
Oh, y'all
get
gonna
broke
break
a
shit.
long
Okay.
time. Yeah, we break shit get broke, and we can't fix it for. So we can't do that.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might got something
Our
cooking behind the scenes,
our
Cal,
energy is
man. It's
too
gonna be
powerful.
some big shit though, you heard me? It's gonna be some big shit, bro. This might be behind the scenes. It's cooking up right now, dog.
So, where's
I'm
Marabi
at
at?
yeah.
Big shit,
Rob,
yeah, big shit.
Right here.
Mhm.
just said that
Yep.
was hilarious.
Last Boom. What about Boom? What did he say?
Think Boom still got his
Boom
mute
was
Boom
shit.
was on
definitely.
mute.
My phone. It's still my phone.
All right.
Mhm.
I guess we're gonna do the thing at the end. So, I was gonna bring this up, but I did the poster. You haven't posted it yet, but I'll do the other one as well. But it reminded me, do brothers got any hobbies that they used to do and they just abandoned? Because this shit made me go back to Photoshop and all that shit and remember why I enjoyed it and shit. So I guess whoever want to go first.
I got two real quick. One thing that I've always loved that I have been slacking on past year is reading. I've ordered a couple books off of Amazon. They're just collecting dust. You know what I'm saying? I spend 11, 12, 25 bucks on certain books and they look good and I'll start them, but I just don't finish them. You know what I mean? Um, I started this one book about church history a couple months ago and I've had like maybe chapters to, and it's just been sitting here on my desk as we speak. I'm staring at it right now. So that's something I would like to kind of discipline myself again in exercise. I'm just now getting back into that. When I was locked up, I had a nice daily routine, and even when I got out, you know what I'm saying, it was early morning, right before work, crunches, squats, lifting and all that. And I fell off, man. So that's something I
Just
would definitely like to get back into this summer. So,
All right. Say nothing, I'll say something. I got I got two things as well. Um, one hobby. I ain't gonna call it the hobby. It's really a part of my life. It's kind of what got me loving music as far as like not being a listener of music, but actually participating in music, creating music, doing different things, is being on my horn. Uh, so you know what I'm saying. Trombones aren't. I ain't gonna say they ain't cheap, but they're hard to find. You know what I'm saying? And if you do find one, you gotta figure out what kind of shape it's in. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
trombone is all about like the slide and everything. If the slide isn't right, then you're not gonna be able to play it right. It's gonna be a hassle. You gotta buy a hella uh tube lube pause if that you know what I'm saying slide lube. You gotta buy plenty of that if the slide isn't crisp. If there's dents in the slide that hinders sound and all types of shit. But just being on my horn, just shedding, what we used to call it. I don't, Lucha might be familiar with that phrase, or Cal might. We just call it shedding, like get on the horn and just play shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had some opportunity to do that this year, before I had got the job that I'm at right now, for like do some like Mardi Gras gigs and stuff. And bro was like, I get you a horn and all that type of stuff, and I was down with it, but I got hired to the job, so I was like, I can't. Now you know what I'm saying. Now I gotta back out of the thing, and I was really excited about doing it because I was like, damn, I ain't been on the horn in so long. You know what I'm saying? Like it's playing an instrument is like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So you get a horn, it's gonna take you just a couple of okay, boom, I'm right back at it. This is familiar. This is natural territory for me. So that's one thing. And then along with the playing on my instrument is making beats, producing. I used to do it all the time, like just make beats all the time. Fuck it, make a beat today, make a beat today. But life happens, bro. I'll be like, man, and it be hella niggas in the city. If I go to the studio, they know I used to make beats, right? So they be like, damn, bro, you made a beat lately? You ain't made no beat. Like, nah, bro, just be working, and I'll be never having. I don't. I don't. I want to. I can't say that. I can't say I can't find the time because there's always time to create, but it's hard to find the creation if that makes sense, right? Because you're making a beat from scratch, you might not like it. If it's not going the way you want it to go, scrap it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? On to the next thing. So I find myself in those spots when I do want to create something, or I do feel creative in that space, and I was like, oh, let me play around with some sounds and stuff and see what I can come up with. And if it doesn't come to fruition how I feel it should in my head, like if I'm in that space and I want to do it and it don't come out how I want it to come out, I don't say I'll scrap it, but I'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying? I can always come back to it, and if I got that same type of vibe, I can listen to those sounds and be like, ooh, this would sound good with that sound. But it's it I'm such a perfectionist in that way where I want it to sound exactly how I want it to sound to you when I play it for you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's tough to find that and just making beats in general. I wish Hiatus was in here. He could probably speak to that more than everybody else can, but it'd be that. So just producing more, being involved with the music part of me more, because even if it's not put out to people, it's still something that I want to create, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a part of me. You get it out, you know what I'm saying, and then with the horn part too, like it's just that expression, that musical expression of something, and it captivates others. So those would be my two things. I knew I was long with it. I'm sorry. I've been drinking.
You
I'm
good?
smoking. I'm smoking at the moment. You know, I already go neighborhood. I'm Chris.
Cal.
Because yeah, Phil, you right on what I'm on. Because I'm literally sitting here playing the game, and like to the right of the TV, that like my whole TV setup. My girl has her piano over here, and under her piano is my saxophone. I haven't played my sax in 10 years. Um, Primarily because it was like when I was in college, for the most part, I was like in a dorm. Um, and then like I just didn't have the time. And now that I actually have a job that is paying me enough to where I can do a bunch of other things, like that's at the top of my list. Um, to get that bad boy fixed, I was pretty decent. We were pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? All state, getting superiors. That shit was regular for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? We was nice. So yeah, I just want to get back in there, man. And I think Atlanta's gonna help with that as well. Um, just going to a place with more culture, I'll say, and around other like creative people. So I look forward to that working out. That's it.
Thanos.
He already went. Thanos already
Oh,
went.
okay. Lucci.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, he said yeah, yeah. Lucci.
I think for me, it's like what Thanos said, more reading. I know, maybe like a year or 2 years ago, I was doing more reading on manifestation, and I was, studying and trying a lot of new things that I wasn't familiar with. So I think, and now I can see where I'm slacking at a lot, and um, when you slack with one thing, it's a lot of other shit that slacks around you, and I'm understanding that, and that shit can go off. That shit can start showing up in your business when you feel it kind of relaxed. You're not being productive as productive as you should be. So I think that yeah, for me it's more reading that, bro, to start playing basketball, because I was thinking like when I used to play basketball, I used to just I didn't have a worry in the world. Like, not saying I was the best basketball player in the world, nothing like that, but it was just like
Something you
I,
enjoy doing. you
Something
felt
that I
free.
really, yeah, I just, it was, I didn't have to worry about anything. Like, I'm gonna say this right quick. Like, even when like I told you, I was on the run for the murder charge. Bro, every time I go play basketball and played at the park, like that shit was nowhere near my mind. And it let me know how much I love basketball. And I think that's basketball always been like a key element in my life that, I always haven't applied myself like I should have. I always just did it just enough, which I know I could always did better. But I think, yeah, man, start playing more basketball, bro, and getting out the house a little bit more for me.
I think that's a big one for me too, Lucha. I'm glad you said that last part. Getting out the house a bit more because
Out the fucking
I'm
house.
such a I look. It's weird to say it, but I'm such a loner, bro. I can enjoy my company so much more than I do when I'm out with
Hmm.
people. And I'd be like, man, why y'all doing this lame shit? Why y'all being so lame, right? I would never want to be in that. Like, oh, this nigga lame as hell. Why you doing that? You being extra as hell. Like, I could be extra, but it's gonna be a cool extra. It ain't gonna be no, oh, that nigga being extra. Like, I don't know, bro. It just, but to that same token, like getting out the house, bro, seeing people, catching that vibe, seeing people that you haven't seen maybe, and so on and so forth, right? It'd be people that'll come up. Like, I remember I went, like, Thanos, I would go to the club with my DJ boy, help him set up, get everything set up. You know what I'm saying? This nigga will just walk off. This nigga will walk off, Thanos, in the middle of his set, just walk off. Now I'm thinking to myself, I hope he comes back before this song comes off. But then look. I go up to the Mac, and the song is like 30 seconds left, and I'm like, he isn't back yet. So if there's no song being played, this isn't going to go well. And he not back yet, and there's no signs of him coming back. So I gotta go up there and be on point, just like that, bro. It's like now you get to see how people react. Now you're out amongst, and you can see and feel, do all that type of stuff. So I'm with you on that, Lucha. Like getting out of just a tad bit more. The gas high as fuck, but still getting out a little bit more. Probably,
Yeah,
probably the
play
best.
dude.
Damn, that's crazy.
To the gas high as fuck.
Yes, I
I
swear
got
for God. I swear.
That's
any last words, y'all?
nah,
No.
None. All right.
Yeah,
As we
yeah.
podding, signing off.
All right, we out.
yeah,
Robbie,
We out.
man.
Robbie,
All
speaking
right,
of
Lucci. Go
my brother in
go
and out,
ahead. Go ahead, Lucci.
my brother a sniper. He just bucket
Yeah, go
down,
ahead,
down,
Lucci.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucci.
Hey, you did.
Uh-huh.
Before we do that, you did a good job, Robbie.
I
Here,
appreciate
here,
that.
brother.
Yeah,
I try.
Brother,
yeah,
chill.
yeah,
So we doing the rotation back around now, right? Back to you,
yeah,
brother.
yeah. It should be back on Lucci or Phil Will, one of yours.
No, Phil, then me. Phil, me,
Okay,
Cal, then you.
So me,
Yeah,
okay.
you was before me,
pass the ball to Johnny.
huh?
My, my
You was
name's
before me.
Johnny.
Hey Phil, you a great host, man. You talk over everybody
No,
anyway, brother. You
no, I
good.
don't. Look,
No, you Phil, you cool.
I try. I
Yeah,
try
you
to
good,
try to
brother.
lend, try to lend my part when it need. Cause look, we only here twice a week. Or shit. Fuck, like, you
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, I
true.
got a question. Do you guys want to maybe? Are we off air? Is this off record? Do y'all want to maybe?
Lucci. Oh,
If
I
it's
was
been
gonna
like,
ask. Yeah.
what about this? Just suggestion.
even
Like,
it's
what?
no,
If,
you off air but on air. Niggas Patreon. Niggas Patreon.
got you. If it's been a slow week, is there a possibility of maybe just skipping certain days? You know what I'm saying? Like if it ain't nothing really going on.
Like
You know what I
today.
mean? Yeah, like we could have maybe skipped today and
Or
just
just
met
too
back up
busy on a
Wednesday.
Friday, I guess.
But
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Steak
Nah,
busy.
nah, 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 nah. Fuck skipping a day, nigga.
gotta
You
move
gotta
all the time, bro. We
be
gotta
I,
be
consistent.
consistent.
I
You have to be
Because we
consistent
never
if you
on
want to be
YouTube,
successful.
though, so you feel me? We're gonna start episode 8 and just
You
I
gotta
run it
be
mean,
after.
consistent if you want to be successful. I mean, if you want to take a day off, I get it. I mean, but that's if everybody's
listen,
schedules
man.
don't.
If the show would have went 5 more minutes, we would start talking to you in 5 again, man. Like,
No, we wouldn't have. That's why we killed. That's why we killed the bar. That's why we killed the gun bar conversation. We let it rock for a
That's
little bit. You know what I'm
fact too,
saying?
though, man.
It was here.
We didn't really have too much
You know what I'm saying?
content.
it was just a suggestion, man. Don't shoot the messenger.
No, that's
I
cool
hear
though
you.
too, because
I
we
hear
didn't have
you.
that much
I hear you.
content, right? But we can't come up with that much content because
Yeah.
we try to drag it out as long as we could, but we can't
All
come up
right.
with that. It don't make sense to do a show though. You're right
We
about that.
good. All right,
I say
Lucci, you said you was
we
gonna
just
air. You
punch
said you was
through
gonna
it.
air it out after the show. I'm waiting. I've
I
been
said it
waiting.
instantly. Go ahead,
Wait,
Lucci.
what
Go ahead,
happened?
Yeah,
Lucci.
I've been waiting. What you gotta say?
Give me 2 minutes,
Wait,
bro. Give me two minutes.
Now it needs 2 minutes.
what you gonna say?
Two
Hold on. Before you
minutes.
say something, let's
Uh,
get some ice. Let me get some ice. Cause you about this. I
That's
don't
a
know what
fact. I waited the whole show. I just poured up, Phil. Yeah.
to say. I don't know what the
I
hell
have a
this brother.
feeling this is gonna be a controversial topic. Let me
I
go
feel
Oh
pour.
like that
yes,
too. I
sir.
feel like that.
Yes, sir.
That's
Let
why
me
I'm
go get
gonna
some
grab
orange
this ice.
juice, man.
Grab this
Yeah,
ice.
go get some orange juice, Ty, and some Pepsi with it. You going
Yeah.
yeah, we gonna dance.
Say,
Wait,
Man.
before you get to anything, what's the new bot in here?
Hey,
let me
why?
add.
I got a
Uh
question for y'all. Why does Probot work so good in here, and then the other server
number
it's not great?
number
Like,
one
what's up
is
with that?
it's less. I think it has to do number one with less people. The server's new, so it's essentially integrated all the updates that Discord has done up to the point where I created the server. Number two,
Okay.
um, and then number three, there aren't a lot of unnecessary unused bots in here. Like I literally brought in
Gotcha.
something. If I didn't like it, didn't work, I kicked it out. So,
Okay.
So
All right.
what is this bot? What does it do?
this is the same one. The record bot. I thought that
Y-
was Lucci bringing that in to help
Oh yeah.
recording,
Oh,
help
Lucci.
record.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure we don't got no issues. I don't think we're
Make
gonna have
sure
any
to
issues
stop
next
it.
Friday.
Yeah. Make sure to stop it.
Hold
Because
on, let me see the
I,
commands on
I
this
played
bad
something in
boy.
here the other day just to test it out. I was like, man, this plays crystal clear in here.
Yeah, I was noticing that too when I
Cool.
be playing sleepers from Spotify. I be like,
Mm-hmm.
man, this shit kind of shaking my little headphones. I wish we could play.